Good afternoon, my friends. Hello, or good morning to you if you are, I think, looking from US or from America. Maybe we have someone here also from Asia, but I do not have as many watchers. I think at least I was watching, checking my YouTube channel, and I can see these regions. So probably they have their own esoteric practices. So not watching much of Magister Clavus. But anyway, I am very happy to be with you again. And I am also hoping that you can see me in more detail as I am using a new camera. So recently, the last 2 or 3 sessions were not so nice, I think, from the perspective of the camera. So I hope that it's now better. So hello, and welcome again. I see that we are having a lot of new people here, and boy, Hash is asking immediately a question here. Thank you very much. What's my opinion on Anton LaVey? I would say positive. Yeah, as with many people that are a little bit specific, people that had very rich history of a lot of scandals and so on. I think he has moved the whole understanding of Satanism beyond and after Crowley and Thelemites and Order of Templary, and he's created practically this new way of Satanism. It's a good way. It was definitely a progress, although that he was not theistic, atheist, which I am also not. I would say, at least as much. I do not believe in. There are some personalizations of the spirits, of course, but I think I'm positive on him. This Satanic Bible was one of the first books that was translated in the countries beyond the Iron Curtain. I'm coming from former Czechoslovakia, socialist country, probably. So it was one of the first books on magic that I have read. Yeah. So. Let's go back. There are some questions, but the topic of this session will be a little bit different. It will be about Sinister Animism. But if you are interested, for example, Nico here about Dantalion, I do have a video about him. So you can check. I think there is a video about him. Yeah. So speaking about this very strange topic that I would like to discuss today. Now, why I would like to discuss a specific author or another book, you might say, and because I think that as we are going through these sessions together, I want to maybe put your attention into certain books that might be beneficial for you to read. But as I was recently reading the comments, there were some colleagues or people that like to read about magic or like to do magic, telling me that why I am speaking so much about books, that books are not so necessary. We have to do just the practice and that's it. And all of these books and things are too much, thousands of pages. Yes, magic is hard. Yeah, magic is a lot about study, but it does not have to be only books. Yeah, so I hate this term saying that, oh, so many people are just speaking about books. It's like someone like armchair magician. Yes, some people told about me that I am armchair magician. I definitely am. I love my chair and I love to read books. But what's the purpose of practically giving some kind of feelings, my feelings with the spirits, my working with the spirits? And a lot of people are asking, but what is your experience? And the experience working with this type of energy spirits, doing this ritual, is very personal. Not that I don't want to share, but it's unshareable. because everyone from us that is working on this is working like this, is having their own separate ways of visions and experiences with these spirits. There are some symbolics that are shared in these workings, that people see the similar spirits with similar attributes, stuffs, things like that. Many coming from our maybe human unconscious that we might have, but many magicians, including the very famous ones that were are using their imagination, or the books or the literature or these type of visions are helping magicians to improve their imaginational skills. So a lot of magicians, let's say Crowley, or um, maybe from the modern ones like Frater Acker, yeah, they are very versed and knowledgeable about the theory of magic. They know it in such deep details from philosophical academical perspective, but it's not always needed. And I was thinking about it that, okay, maybe some of practitioners are right, yeah, that we do not have to read so many books. So if my own perspectives can be explained, or my own experiences can't be shared with you because they are done in trance, they might be having specific meanings for me, but might be not related to your own journey. What is this medium that we can share together between each of us? And I was having my own spiritual seance, let's call it this way, with my specific I would say spirits that I work with. And I was asking this question: how can I be more like forthcoming to those that ask these questions? What is the message behind the theory? And the question came: art. Yeah, art is this medium. Yeah, so we specific pictures that improves your visions, improves your imagination, that you can practically drop yourself, or you can really indulge yourself in specific art pictures. Does not have to be picture, might be a movie, it might be a photography, it might be a specific type of medium created by hand, or that can really give or sparkle your imagination. And then I was, as usually, comes up with these type of things. When you ask some question, then it opens to you. It's open to you, and you will find a source. And as sometimes these messages are given to me, that I will find some kind of literature or source or book that I read about, and it answers many questions that I am asking maybe the spirits later on. I was internally pointed to a book that really, I think, is a little bit different. It does not contain so much theory. It is practically not about theory. It's just about sharing these feelings, these experiences. This is what Gast Bouschet does in his new book that is called Anarch. This is really medium of sinister animism. It's not about reading, he is not describing theory, what is he doing, how is he doing it. He is showing pictures, photographies from that he is calling art. So the book is beautiful. It's really beautiful, and we will speak about it a little bit later. But the who is Gast Bouschet? Yeah, I was not aware about the name before. Later, I found out that he's quite famous in the artistic arena, in the artistic world. He's from Luxembourg, from originally, and he's considering himself. Just so you see the picture, because picture says more than just my words. I will show you his photo, his recent photo. It's a self-portrait. This is Gast Bouschet. Yeah, so he's a gentleman of age. I don't know how old he is. Maybe I would say 60 something. And then you see this little bit sinister vibe coming up from this gentleman. But please, if Mr. Bouchet will be watching this, I don't mean Sinister in a bad way, but I understand that he will be not annoyed by it. So Gast Bouchet is quite known person. He is an artist. He is an occult philosopher, and he was born, in this 1958. I see now, and he is doing mostly modern photography that is very much influenced by his magic work, because Gast Bouchet is, I don't want to generalize him, but he is definitely sinister black magician working with very specific types of materials. He's painting, he's doing photography, sound, video, sculpture, he writes, and he's quite known. Yeah? He represented his art in very famous exhibitions in Venice Biennale, where it was not taken very friendly. He's saying also in his book that he was a little bit misunderstood by the audience, but in general he is considered a capacity in the world of art. But unfortunately, Mr. Bouchet had an undisclosed injury, probably with his spine or back, which is causing him chronic pain. And in this book, he says that the pain was practically, although very inconvenient, brought him to the deepened status, deepened forms of that he could not travel so much, and he decided to go into the recluse. He went to the forests of the forest of Ardennes. So if you know, forest of Ardennes is a very dark, practically from the Celtic word, Ardennes are dark place. Yeah, so this is the old forest, mostly in the area of Belgium, in Western Europe, quite big one, quite dark, where Mr. Bouchet is living, and he bought a place there. It's undisclosed place where he's doing his art, and he's doing magic practically on daily basis. Having his pain always with him, he started to do very specific rituals that he does not want to explain much in the book. But he practically says that he was even offering his body to the demons, that he was asking them to eat on him, to take him. So he was doing really extreme ways of trance techniques. Yeah, that his body become practically an offering. So Mr. Bouchet started to have a very strange visions in the forest where he lives for I think many months right now, or even several years, and started to do his art. His art is a magic ritual in a way. Imagine that he is working with natural materials. So I will try to show you. Probably there are some like what he does. He creates some kind of art, like he takes a piece of wood or a tree in the forests. He paints that tree black, or with the blood of animals that he finds there. He puts some carcasses of the animals that are in the forest. He does magical rituals around it. He does photos of it. He puts and he waits how the nature is practically eroding these totems, these rituals in time. Yeah, and so his art are pictures and photographs of practically of carcasses of nature eroding everything in our world, practically very chthonic energies. So I will try to show you maybe some of his art. It's very dark. Yeah, so let's see, for example, this. Yeah, this is a photo. Yeah, you see, it's a tree that is painted black. The red color, yes, it's probably blood. Yeah, he puts in some kind of horns from the animal carcasses that are there, and he creates these types of mementos, yeah, with flesh of the dead animals, with frogs, with centipedes. With he makes photos of these of insects eating on the body of the animal carcasses, not because of disgust, but because he really looks at the things in their core, that we all are taking our chthonic or natural mortality in us. He as he's comparing uh, this way how forest is working, that everything dies, everything is reconstructed, the materials that are just reformed into a new life. He is fascinated by how, from, for example, that animal that is killed there by the hunters, he makes the photos of it, and he comes to that carcass every day, and he sees like other animals are eating it, like these centipedes, and things are starting to create a new life from it. Yeah. He is using materials that he does not want to disclose in the book in his own rituals and paintings. For example, he uses a lot of blood or even animal feces on his paintings, and he is painting visions of demons, things that he is meeting in the forest, vampiric energies, entropy things, living in the moment of this. He is even writing that if you are in such secluded place like forest or desert or mountains, you become part of it. The forest takes you in. He was doing a lot of extreme forms of ritualistic practices, like lying in a shack where a small place where he was lying dead, and imagining himself. It's also a specific Hindu practice that you practically imagine yourself, that you are becoming part of earth. You are practically dissoluting yourself. He's writing magical books that are painted by the blood of the animals. The person is living in the moment of total connection with this chthonic sinister thing that is permanent death and rebirth. Yeah. And let me show you maybe some other of these works. Just try to absorb it a little bit. Yeah. I don't want to go through the whole book, but the book is a little bit about his texts. Then it continues on the black pages with his magical diaries that I will speak about it a little bit more, and a lot of strange photos, of paintings, blood, demons, things that are even disturbing for many of us, or for those that are not used to it. Look, for example, this is his diary that he's showing in the book, full of internal feelings that he has during a specific day. Or he is making a small. He's looking at the trees and sees the forms that are nocturnal or chthonic. What we understand by chthonic, we understand that even that the nature of Ardennes Forest is full of these dark primordial powers, and it is. If you know Ardennes or haven't heard about it, it's a place that is full of mystery. It was the Ardennes forests are known even until today, that sometimes people just disappear there, or it was also a theater of war, First World War and Second World War. The place where one of the hardest battles fought during both World War periods. Ardennes offensive by the Nazi Germany was practically in the 1944. Those of you that are reading a little bit about the history of the Second World War know that it was the last attempt of Nazi Germany to push Americans and Western allies once they invaded, once they came to the Normandy and they were practically liberating France. So everyone was thinking that the Hitler's powers are broken, but they still had this last breath, and they tried to attack. And unfortunately, or fortunately, the offensive was a failure for the Nazi Germany. But the battles were fought in the Ardennes Forest. It was brutal. So even now, he says that sometimes when he is in his place meditating, he sees shadows of things of the past. The spirits are practically around him and with him. So uh, Gast Bouschet is also explaining that as he is living in this forest and doing the magic every time, he feels that even the environment is changing, that the magic of current times is different from, and definitely different from, the sterile magic that we do in our cities. In our cities, we start to do magic ritual in a way. Okay, I have my circle. I am going to buy some candles. Maybe some people recite some kind of ends, and you know what it is like when you look at the Facebook messages, like, or these Facebook pages where these occultists are discussing together, like, oh, I spoke with Paimon, I spoke with some other Goetic spirit, Dantelion, or something. Yes, but they practically say to me, I spoke with him, I saw him, and they are describing their most intimate connections with these energies beyond, like just showing off, like, oh, and have you seen my temple, by the way? I have these nice candles. You know how it is. You know what it is? It's a pornography. It's a form of pornography. Like, people are speaking about sex, just watching the videos and saying, oh, that video is worth of my feeling. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is making me, the girl there is hot. Yeah, that the sex is right. Yeah, it's it's just an illusion. Yeah, it's practically making all of it's not genuine. It's bland. People just showing their temples, speaking about the magic openly. uh, it, that's considered, sorry for my word, but it's pornography. It's bland. I'm not against eroticism. I'm not against pornography as such, but in this case, it's just uh, making it mm, standard thing. There is nothing hidden in it. Yeah, we speak about connection with spirit, like in the same way, like, I had a breakfast morning. For lunch, I think I will have a burger or fries. And and the same thing is like, oh, yeah, but this evening I'm going to speak to Lilith, by the way. It's stupid. Yeah, sorry, but it's just living in this illusion. And, oh, I had a ritual, but nothing happened. Yeah, it's the similar, like, oh, the sex was, you know how it was not so good. Yeah, the orgasm did not came. It was nice, but not the way. It's pornography. Yeah, and so to have a spiritual connection, it must be done esoterically, from inside. If you do your magic, I can guarantee you that if you stop speaking about it with the others, if you try to go and invoke to do the things inside, like Gast Bouschet is doing, he's not describing anything what he does. He's just giving hints, like, okay, I'm using specific materials. I'm inviting demons into my body. There is a vampiric energy that is breathing on my neck. It's coming for me in the forest. He's being haunted by some energy there. and he's welcoming it because it's part of the world. Yeah. But it's just hints. It's not that Gast Bouschet is now going to make a video about how he's laying in some place and look how I am looking. My face is full of blood. Yeah, I'm cool doing shamanistic stuff. It would lose the magic. It would lose the spirituality. He's just giving us photos as a medium of that. It's not showing the exact ritual, but it's showing maybe the place after the ritual. So there is definitely energy coming from it, but you can think, you can delve into it. He's even saying that meditate over my photos, you will hear a strange music. Yeah, so definitely these photos, I would say, are even possessed. And the book is very, very dark, very dark. Yeah, if you have this artistic mindset of looking into it, I would recommend it. But it needs look. He is fascinated, for example, by this is a different way but it's a soul nigger, like the black sun. Yeah, it's one of the things. Or this is his. Yeah, now I'm showing it a little bit like pornography. Sorry, but just so how the devil cries. He's making things in trance and he writes this down. Yeah, so it's intimate form of art that he is giving us. But if you are going to take this book in its capacity, it will not teach you nothing about magic, but you will feel it. Yeah, and that's what you want to have. This to take it as a meditative practice. This Anarch, this book is about feeling the magic. It's not about learning about magic. So it will not teach you anything. But he writes there. He writes there very interesting things that are really that you see that his practice is so genuine. Yeah, I will be I will be reading just very few snapshots from it. Yeah, but he's writing things like if there is such a thing as a human soul, it is the part of us that is not human. Yeah, or written 100 times on the blackboard, there is no shame in turning my back on humanity. There is no shame in turning my back on humanity. There is no shame in, nah, it doesn't work. Meditative like koans, yeah, like things that he's trying to think through. Or he has his visions, yeah, like I don't know if anyone can literally speak of rebirth, but in any case, death multiplies the possibilities. Because he's saying, like, if there is a one animal and from that animal you have 100 centipedes coming out of it, is it one soul or multiplied by 100? Yeah, these moments of deep introspection of death and rebirth, it doesn't need any specific answer. It's just this breakthrough of the moment, yeah, that you are pushed into your reality. Your acceptance of reality is pushed away. You look at the photo and it can bring you this moment of something else, this ultimate otherness, how Mr. Frater Acker puts that, ultimate otherness, something beyond. Yeah. So the book is full of these things. Yeah. I have been hearing noises in the walls for days. It's probably nice mice again. But this afternoon a grass snake ran into me. Had it entered the shed in the search of rodents? Was it looking for shelter from the heat? Yeah. Or strange things like, yeah, better to read it. Better to read it by yourself. Yeah. So the book is yeah. There are other ways. Yeah. Of course, I don't say that Gast Bouschet is the only artist that is capable of doing this type of things that really what the reason of this book is that it should practically force you out of your standard way of thinking. Take it as a meditative practice, as something that I even try to work with this book, although it's no grimoire, just to meditate over the photos during my own rituals, like preparation for it, because it stimulates me. But you might have other illustrations that stimulates you. Art is the medium. Yeah, maybe the words are not. The books are. It's even the books can help you in this form, but you can't take them too literally. That's the thing, that all of these sigils, all of these moments and things are just like so many questions coming from so many people. Like, what is the sigil of Moloch? What is the sigil of another spirit? I don't see the sigil of Clownek because it's not in the Grimoire Verum. What should I do? It's the blockage. You don't need any sigils. You don't need anything like that. It can be given. The sigil can help you, but you can imagine it. You can ask for it, and it might be given to you. I think that the Gast Bouschet is not using very much of traditional magic, although from the book you can see that he's quite experienced about it. But it's his new art. It's his own way of magic. So mm, uh, create your own practice. Uh, in recent book of the law, Aleister Crowley, I really liked the way how he structurally pointed out the way how we can get into this higher level of ourselves, or lower level of ourselves. Cliffotic and so on, he is describing both sides. But once he created this order, it does not have to be your way of doing things. It's even, I think, in some way, for some people it's good, but this is not my way, or definitely not the way of Gast Bouschet. He does not need Crowley's initiations. Yeah, there are so many orders going around. Ordo Templi Orientis, Otto, with deep knowledge. And I am not member of it, as I said many times. I like, maybe I knew people from, or I knew someone, yeah, for example, from certain orders, like, but it's their way. And many times there are these internal discussions, like, I am member of the fifth grade or sixth grade of the initiation, and you are just the member of the fourth grade of an initiation. And if you want to become the higher member of the initiation, you have to be officially become part. It's like in church. Yeah. So but books are important. If you read, it's good to read Crowley. It's good to read all of these esoteric practices, but you have to also live them. But without the knowledge, it's a hard skill. Yeah, it's like theory. Yeah, it's like becoming a doctor without knowing nothing about medicine. Just, I want to help people. I want to heal people. So I'm just addressing those people that are saying that why we should read so many books. Yeah, you can, even Gast Bouschet, he is. If you read the book, you will understand that he is very knowledgeable. So it does not come from. It can only help your practice, and it also creates your discipline. So there are questions like, why should I read thousands of pages? Why not? Is it too tough for you? Magic is hard. Yeah, read 1,000 and then another 1,000. Yeah, do things that are pushing you forward, like in meditative states, like sitting in asana. People are struggling with it. I know, chronic pain. Don't do asanas, specific asanas that are painful. But if you can't stay there for 15 minutes, or your mind is just running away, that's something that must be improved. Yeah. So the thing, it's the same here. So Gast Bouschet could decided that, as he has such heart injury, he would stop doing everything, but he is taking the pain in his advantage. He even invites these spirits into him. So I don't know what will happen. He is living in this forest, and he rented the place for 200 years. I wish him that he lives so long, because after the 200 years, the Belgian law does not allow you to own the land in the forest infinitely. So even if you buy some area there and you are allowed to live in the ecological resort, after 200 years, it is returning back to the forest. So that's quite interesting. I don't know where Gast Bouschet is living in the forest. The forest is quite big, and I wouldn't go and look for him. But the book is quite amazing piece of art. Yeah. So it's also being reviewed by other practitioners uh, with very beautiful English. If you like to read, where you can buy the book. Okay, let's say it like this. The book can be bought on Scarlet Imprint Publishing House. Yeah. But beware that there is only 1,000 copies. And the book is can be even a collective item later. It currently costs, I think, 69 euros, which is a very good price for very high quality paper material, everything in. And it's only 1,000 copies. And if you are looking into a detailed review of the book by very famous current practitioner, Frater Acker, I'm going to, Frater Acher, it's German. He's German. I'm going to review his book next, Gnostic atavisms, Goetic atavisms, sorry, will be reviewed next time. But you can read the review on this beautiful page that I'm going to type here. It's called paralibrum.com. And there you will find quite nice reviews, intellectual reviews on many important books that I think are quite worth it for modern practitioners of magic. If we should somehow give Gast Bouschet some kind of area of who is he, or what type of his magic is, he is definitely Goetic chthonic magician. So this is he is working with these low energy things. So he is not doing theurgy. He is working really with, let's say, demonic chthonic powers that can be dangerous for those. It's pain. Yeah, it's very Saturnian. It brings pain. It brings suffering. Working with them is practically that you burn yourself, but the pain can be also healing in a way. But you have to be prepared to face demons, and not from, please, if you work with these energies, it's not easy. This is like really hard stuff. Working with chthonic energies, embracing this dark energies of death into you. It's not just some kind of saying. Yeah, don't. It's not something. You practically imagine the meditation that you lay on ground or in meditative state, and you focus on each of your cell in your body dying, because our cells are dying. We are practically losing the life each day. We will die one day. Our bodies there, and you see this entropic process. Also the renewal, because your cells are being renewed, of course, but there are always these small changes that are called aging. I'm dying. People were making fun of me on some previous videos that you have aged so much. Yes, I am, because I'm working with the Saturnian energy, and I'm completely fine with that. It's just a way of taking these energies. Gast Bouschet is in chronic pain, but He feels freedom from this angst of dying. He is part of the world, that the world is dying. Thank you very much for Moonwolf Dog. This is very nice. There is peer character lying on the side, raising his arm, saying, "How it's going?" Yeah, thank you. Uh, mm, and yeah, question here, or a comment by Epic Shorts. I have been noticing myself burning and opening up new scars and scabs for Marquis Andras. Yeah, now opening my old scraps to change old negative habits. This is great. Yeah, thank you very much for this comment. For those that are not deep in practice, maybe watching this for the first time, it does not mean that you should cut yourself or do this for purpose. It's just a technique that sometimes inviting pain into you. But if this making pain, like we have so many young people that like to cut themselves with razors because it's cool. If you think it's cool, don't do it. It has no magic. But if you do it just for this feeling of renewing yourself, I'm not it's it's up to your own risk. Yeah, we are speaking it's YouTube, we are speaking here advanced spiritual techniques that are sometimes quite might be dangerous. So yes, this is very good comment. Does not have to be like this. Yeah, you can imagine or think about this phantomic pain or something. Gast Bouschet is also saying that it's not only in your body, that the meditation is not only in your body, but you can also uh, be feeling, and he is feeling the toxicity of the earth, because the forest is changing due to climate change. It's becoming warmer there. There are different types of animals, there are different type of insects, they are more aggressive. The forest is dying. The quality of wood is worse. Yeah, he says that the magic and even the tonic energies of earth are changing. We can't do the similar magic with the spirits are changing. Yeah, we are doing magic that will be more and more goetic, tonic, toxic. Yeah, because the environment is toxic. So there are now modern techniques of practitioners that try to work with goetic energy of mm, uh, some toxic materials. Yeah, with, let's say, even nuclear energy or things like that. There are elementars of these. Yeah, so, and they are chaotic by themselves. So he says that working with these types of things, that he's becoming part of the forest, he's also become polluted, because the pollution can be felt if you are working with these type of energies. And but he's embracing it. It's the future of uh, because he's part of it. We are just avoiding it. We are living in sterile environments, yeah, in the cities and so on, but we are eating it each day. We are eating processed food, things like that. And it's changing also our spirituality. I'm not now saying that, we have to eat only no food, no meat. No, whatever you will eat, it's going to change your mental states in time. We are going to age, but we have to embrace the change, whatever it is, whatever fear it might bring. So uh, the truth is writing. Nice. In a forest close to me, after I started to do rituals there now, whenever I go through the forest to get to the store, I get some sense of someone or something always watching over my shoulder. And that's fine. Sometimes you have the spirits that are coming after you. Don't be afraid of it. Accept it. Yeah, that there is something, because you are doing something that is non-standard, and the spirits and the energies are watching. You are really making yourself a lantern of things. Gast Bouschet is having vampiric energy that is coming through the streets, always to his house, watching, breathing behind him, yeah, taking something from him. But he's not afraid. It's even I know it's almost metaphysical, but uh, if we are in this moment of that something is watching me and you don't want it, you can turn. You will not see it, but you can say, "I know that you are there," and you can ask like what you are or what do you want, or and I wouldn't even put it away if because these things or energies are mostly curious. Yeah. Uh, and Gast Bouschet would maybe say as Sinister Animal is that even being like that, even something takes something from me, it's okay because the energy is going just in this it's transformed into to someone else, but that vampiric being is also going need to die one day. Yeah, they usually, even these types of energies will die one day. So it's extreme way of giving yourself to the nature and so on. You don't have to do it, but I wouldn't be. I'm now stopped. I'm not even afraid now. When you have, for example, some types of poltergeist activities or things, don't freak out. It's normal way how sometimes these things operate. And I would only agree with this that, as the Greek philosopher says, everything lies in uncertainty. So that's also true. Was it Heraclitus? I think. Yeah, he was speaking so much about the change. Heraclitus of Ephesus. I was forgot now. Yeah. So the Dictionnaire Infernal. Yeah. Okay. That was my little bit brief review of this book, because what's to be said? Like, if you are into the art, if you are into the photography, maybe it does not have to be this specific book, although it's beautiful. You can watch some Gast Bouchet's photos on the internet. Search it out. He has also a nice web page of his own where you can see his art. He's updating it sometimes when he's having internet connection, I assume. And I can only wish him well, because this is really the genuine practice that he's doing. His practices. What I like about him is that he really lives it. He makes the art. He created this dark, necromantic, very chthonic book for us to disturb us, and it's like an open scar, open pane. You will open the book and you will have the images in your head for some time. But isn't it great? Yeah, I think it's much more better than some sterile experience. Magic should shock us. Magic should disturb us. Magic should put us into these extreme moments, because through these extreme moments, and they can be very brief, your mind is opened to other things. Yeah, so that's the beauty of magic. And even goetic dark magic is in a way beautiful, as a carcass is in a way beautiful, or looking at these things that normally, when you see, like, imagine like uh, death bird, or you will find a small animal on the street. There was a technique by Franz Bardon, a Czech magician, of that he was saying, like, a lot of people are repulsed by the look on death if they see something dead, or even in advanced stage of decomposition. Stop by if you see some dead bird on the street, and look at it for 10-15 seconds. Watch at it. You see the mortality of things. It's disturbing? Yes, it is. It's shocking? It is. But it's life. It's something that happens in your stomach, where you practically do a lot of things. Thank you, Aaron. You are very kind. All is well. Yeah, and I saw your email. I will reply in. I think all is fine, but it requires. Yeah, I will send you a good email. But I have only good news for you. I wish you all the good. Yeah, thank you. So don't be afraid of looking at, like, in India, you have these agoris that are living practically on the streets, drinking from the schools of dead animals, even humans, because it's normal sometimes there. They are eating old things. They are eating even shit and feces sometimes, because they are saying it's also part of the life. It's extreme. It's extreme left-hand Hindu, left-hand path. We don't have to go like that, but don't be afraid of seeing these things. It's not morbid fascination about death. Also, like, don't be morbid, because it's another way. But these type of things should be accepted. It shouldn't repulse you. Take it as a hard technique to look on the to really, if you work with goetic things, if you will be accustomed to look at the death, when you see the spirit in their darkened way, if they will come up in this, if your mind will, because they are taking things from your mind, if they will come in this horror form, you will be not shaken, because the horror form of that spirit is just another way how it is. Yeah. So many magicians are in this old book saying, "Come to me and show yourself in a form pleasant to me." Why? Yeah, it's that's a many time weakness. I don't say. Yeah, and this is interesting. Nikki, thank you for this comment. Death is beautiful. I worked in a nursing home and saw a lot of people in end stages of death. It's beautiful. On another way, I had also a friend. She was a nurse. She was meeting death practically many times, and it creates some kind of strange moment when you see the life is passing away. It's definitely, life and death are just two sides of the coin. And current modern era, we are afraid to speak about death. We practically don't speak about death. Everyone that passes away, it's like, oh yeah, it's so sad. Yeah, it might be, of course, because we have the human feelings, but it's also that we are so afraid of it. So mm, Oracle, hi Oracle word. Buddhist meditation to watch dead, dying things and be them. Yes, exactly. It's, you can even imagine yourself, as Gast Bouschet is doing. Imagine another meditation if you will have time. Imagine that you are dead, that you are lying, and imagine that you are dead for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's really calming. It can bring strange, sometimes visions. Doesn't have to bring anything, but you will start to look at yourself from different perspective, because everything is in your own body. So many things are dying even now. So okay, the sun is dying, so my camera, I do not have enough light here, so I will probably end this session. But I wanted to thank you for joining us. Maybe we can say only we can say that I will show here, and again the truth is writing. Death is what gives lives meaning. The current science pursuing of eternal life is a form of disease and refusal to accept what we all need to happen. Yeah, many people, even artists, would say that if we would be uh, destined for eternal life, it would be crazy. We would get crazy in 200 or 300 years. This curse of living to living again and again might, the nature does not want us to live forever, because maybe we can live forever, but in form of different energy and things. There will be life coming from us if we keep if our bodies are not burned. Yeah, but still, we shouldn't be afraid of death. So meditate over it. It can make your life much more calmer and prepare you for quite deep connections with goetic spirits. So Thank you very much, my friends, and speak to you hopefully early next week. By the way, if you would like to discuss more things about Goetia, Gast Bouschet, death, and Goetic magic, I'm going to have these private streams on Patreon. Uh, it's optional. Yeah, I'm not going to say to you like join. Uh, they are subscription based, but if you would be liking it, these will happen each week Sunday. So tomorrow I will have them. Think about it. You are all welcome to join. I think you are very beautiful audience, and we can discuss. So if not, let's speak very very soon next week, where I will be reviewing another interesting book, Goetic atavisms, which is quite deep. Yeah, and it's from the modern author of magic, Frater Acker, and that book is also something. So take care. Bye.